Our next guest is a rising star in the comedy world, recently wrapping up the Ladies Night Out tour with Bill Bellamy. But this weekend, you can see his talents as he has the stage all to himself at the all-new Jacksonville Comedy Club. We're happy to welcome comedian D-Lay to the show.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, ladies.
And we're
Thank you.
sitting here talking about tortured comedians.
Yeah.
I don't know, with that smile, I don't see any pain
Well,
behind there. Is there pain?
no, not really. Like, even upon coming into the building, I felt the love. I walked in, came down the hallway, people started scattering inside rooms. Nobody made eye contact
Well,
with
they
me.
heard about you.
Yeah, it was kind of like a
about
Letterman thing. It was like,
Exactly. You demanded that they clear the hallway for you.
I needed that. I wanted to feel like Michael Jackson for a second.
Yes.
I also heard that we're really not supposed to make eye contact with you.
Right.
No, but I was listening to you guys earlier. Most comedians, most do come from a dark place, and you try to switch it up by adding laughter and adding something a little bit more gracious to your life. So yeah, that's sort of true, but not all comedians, not all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So comedy to sort of battle any kind of darker angst that you might have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of a self-deprecating, I can't talk anything, self-deprecating humor that a lot of comedians have, which is, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And how'd
So-
you get your start?
I'm glad you asked. I was a stripper at an old folks home.
Awesome.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I had to stop. Those quarters and nickels hurt. So
When they made it rain, they hurt
they
you,
made
didn't
it
they?
rain. It was slight precipitation. But
Did they throw dentures at you too?
you know what? Now you're pushing it. Now
Oh,
you're
sorry.
pushing it.
Sorry,
Now
sorry.
No, I used to be a blackjack dealer. I was a blackjack dealer in Louisiana. Was where I was started my career. And
How do you go from blackjack dealer to comedian?
It's kind of similar. I'm standing behind a blackjack table,
Okay.
and this is my audience. You guys are playing with cash, and I'm just having fun and
Kinda playing
talking
the
and
room.
just.
Telling
Did you
jokes,
used to make
making them
jokes?
laugh.
I would just talk. I wasn't trying to just, a stock joke, a knock. I would just talk and be funny because I had a chance to play with people's money. The house is money. I can't lose.
And if you keep telling jokes and keeping them laughing,
And then they're tipping.
they keep playing.
and they're tipping.
Oh, yeah, there
So
you go.
dealers make their livings on tips.
So you learned very quickly, jokes make money.
Make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can I parlay this?
Yeah,
into a
exactly.
career?
So tell us, how'd you get your name? Is your name?
My name, D-Lay, is an abbreviation of my real name, which is Devitrik Laird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine growing up with a name
That's
like
a
that.
fancy name.
It is a fancy name, and I remember my teachers would ask me, D, where'd you get that name from? Where'd that name derive from? And I was honest. Even as a kid, I was honest. Alcohol and marijuana. You got to be high and drunk to come up with a name like that. There's no way you can have a sane mind and think of Devitrik Laird. Yeah, so I just took the abbreviation of my first letter, D, apostrophe L-A-I, last name Laird.
It's easier to fill out forms that way
Yeah.
too. Especially the computer forms. Did you ever get your whole name in there, or did it
Never,
always- Yeah.
never.
many
It's a to be
letters.
continued. You got to flip it over to the other side.
It's so tough.
Tell us about your stand-up show.
My show is very engaging. I like to talk about things that the audience can identify with, talk about things that are in the audience, situational comedy, observational comedy, but fun. It's a party. It's for everybody. It's not for just the young people. It's not for the old. It's for everybody. Everybody can laugh. Everybody can get along with it. Tonight, this weekend, but no kids.
And
no
you
kids.
use videos too, right?
Yeah, I've started to make my social media presence felt a little bit more. I realized that I had to jump into that, so I started doing that and just peeling little things off from my life and making a little short clips.
So what do
Here we
you?
go.
So you do video? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh, that's
And
it.
so-
Now who is this?
That is a good friend of mine, an actress. Kia Roberts is a very talented actress, and we do a lot of things together. We play a lot of couple roles.
So
together.
it's like humor and romance, like
Yeah.
guy-girl relationship
yes,
stuff.
yes, yes.
Something
it's one of those-
everybody can relate.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What have you learned about that? That any wisdom that you can impart when it comes to relationships?
You know, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked. You know, I'm sort of a guru. when it comes to
really?
relationships.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need one of those in the house.
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
that's
you know,
a
you
good
guys
thing
should
to
have me on and like do like counseling sessions for
Yeah.
ladies that are going through tough situations
Yeah.
in the marriage, relationship, or single. I'm that guy. I can impart some knowledge into your life that can get you back on the right track. I can do that.
So
Okay.
do you give your female friends advice?
I do.
Do they put you in the friend zone?
Absolutely.
Is
Absolutely.
that a bad thing
See, that's
for
the
you?
thing about it. If you give a female advice, 9 times out of 10, that advice is just going to be friendly. But so you have to make things known ahead of time. Hey, I'm going to give you this advice, but I want to take you out at some point. At some point.
How does that work out for you?
It doesn't go too well. Doesn't go too well. But it's worth a shot. You got to shoot your shot.
Do you have any advice for somebody like that doesn't know how to tell a joke? You know, whenever you're on stage and you're presenting, I always feel like you guys just have something that we can't deliver.
Well,
What is that thing?
Well, it's you have to really work at this craft. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't get it. Like we get this a lot. This is a lot of things that we get from other people as comedians. Hey, I got a joke for you. You can use it. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to use it. Let me tell you something funny. 9 times out of 10, it's not funny. And people don't understand it's a
Yeah.
difference between on stage funny and off stage funny.
Yes, that's
Off stage, we can sit around and laugh and talk, but when it's just you, the microphone, the audience, you can't play off anybody.
Yeah.
It's just you,
Right.
the thoughts in your head, and you have to deliver.
Is it terrifying? Like, to me, just being up there, like you just said, it's just you,
Yeah.
the microphone, and especially if you're just dying up there. Because
you ever been
I mean, every
heckled?
comedian, yeah, it has happened. I mean, that just
You have?
is it terrifying?
Well, let me be honest with you. It's bombing on stage. I don't know anybody. Every job has a hazard,
Yes.
and bombing is a hazard, or a heckler
Yeah.
is a hazard
yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind.
That would be the worst. man.
Hecklers, like I love them. I always warn them,
Play off
hey,
them?
don't do that. This is not gonna go how you're planning it. You have 2 jokes in your head. I've got thousands. I've been sitting in my room all day waiting to talk to people. You think you have more stuff in your head than me? I don't think so.
Oh, I can
So
see
what?
you deal with hecklers
Who
well.
do you idolize? Which comedians inspired you?
I always go back to the earlier days of comedy. Richard Pryor, George Carlin, those guys. That
The
for me,
giants.
yeah, those are the guys who really were groundbreaking.
Yeah, they
and
were.
doing different things, different type of material, edgy material, clever material.
Yep.
How about Bill Cosby?
Bill, you know,
He was groundbreaking.
yeah, Bill. Like we're not
He had
talking.
more ways than one.
First of all, that was a jab. Okay, that was a jab. She just took a jab at Mr.
Groundbreaking.
Huxtable.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, who's the
He
comedian
took
now?
a jab. So hey, hands up. Hands up. I have nothing to do with that. But he's still a great, regardless of what the situation. He's still a great. You know.
He was very funny.
He was.
Very
I mean,
funny.
he was a great. I mean,
Right.
We all
what's
looked up to
happened
him.
in the past few years?
It's
is,
unfortunate.
It is.
It's
you know?
unfortunate. That's
Yeah.
listen.
So.
I don't even offer people drinks. Ladies, you can't even get a coffee drink from me. You can't get any. And
Well,
if you
that's
do,
wise.
because I don't want this to come back on me some years like your D-Lay gave me coffee and I felt woozy and I was in his bedroom when I woke up. Like no, Folgers doesn't do that for anybody. Folgers doesn't do that. Maxwell. That's right. Don't you guys have a Maxwell?
Yes.
We do.
Just
Maxwell
down the
right by
road.
the prison.
Outside.
Just
It's
by the jail.
Right by the jail.
By the
Well, y'all
jail.
try to entice criminals. You like coffee? Come get locked up over here. You can wake up to the fresh smell of Maxwell every morning.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Oh, D-Lay,
You're
it
gonna
has
have a
been
good show.
fun.
Now,
Don't
is she
be delayed
Now,
going
is
to
she
see
telling
him.
us that the sun is shining outside?
she's
So
saying
wrap
we
it
gotta
up.
go.
She's saying
Okay,
all
that's a
that.
wrap
We
up.
gotta go.
That's a wrap up.
All
Man, I
right.
wish I could stay longer with
I
you
know.
ladies.
I know.
God.
You have to come back. You
Yes.
have to come back.
Yes.
So thank
You're
you
gonna
so
have a
much
great
for
show, though.
joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
can
ladies.
see D-Lay live at the all-new Comedy Club of Jacksonville. He's going to be there tonight through Saturday at 8 for tickets and showtimes. JacksonvilleComedy.com.